everyone, this is T with Sayitinlove.com. Take a look at this clip and I'll be back to give some comments.
Hi, today is Martin Luther King's birthday. And I can't help but ask the question, is it time that people of color recognize how much power, influence that we have amassed, that we no longer need to ask to be invited anywhere? I ask the question, have we now come to a new time and place where we recognize that we can no longer beg for the love, acknowledgement, or respect of any group? That maybe it's time that we recognize that if we love and respect and acknowledge ourselves in the way in which we are asking others to do, that is the place of true power. I'm simply asking the question. Here's what I believe. The Academy has the right to acknowledge whomever they choose, to invite whomever they choose. And now I think that it's our responsibility now to make the change. Maybe it is time that we pull back our resources and we put them back into our communities, into our programs, and we make programs for ourselves that acknowledge us in ways that we see fit, that are just as good as the so-called mainstream ones. I don't know. Here's what I do know. Begging for acknowledgement or even asking diminishes dignity and diminishes power. And we are a dignified people and we are powerful, and let's not forget it. So let's let the Academy do them with all grace and love, and let's do us differently. I got nothing to love. Hey Chris, I will not be at the Academy Awards and I won't be watching, but I can't think of a better man to do the job at hand this year than you, my friend. Good luck. And to the rest of you, nothing but love, always.
Blacktress Janet Hubert coming to you, not in a post, but sort of in a post. And I gotta say, I've been trying to figure out, do I really want to do this? And yeah, I do. Today being the celebration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday and hitting 60 years old, I'm at that point where I'm like, I don't give a kitty. I want to say something about Jada Pinkett Smith asking other actors, black actors and actresses, to boycott the Oscars. First of all, Miss Thing, does your man not have a mouth of his own with which to speak? And the second thing is, girlfriend, there's a lot of shit going on in the world that you all don't seem to recognize. People are dying. Our boys are being shot left and right. People are hungry. People are starving. People are trying to pay bills. And you talk about some motherfucking actors and Oscars. And it just ain't that deep. And here's the other thing. For you to ask other actors and other blackstresses and black actors to jeopardize their career, and they're standing in a town that you know damn well you don't do that. And here's the other thing, they don't care. They don't care. And I find it ironic that somebody who has made their living and made millions and millions of dollars from the very people that you're talking about boycotting, just because you didn't get a nomination, just because you didn't win. That is not the way life works, baby. Okay? And it's very suspect to me. And I seem to recall, 20, maybe 6, 7 years ago, 25, whatever it was, look, I don't even remember, but I seem to remember at option time coming to you and saying, you know what, Will, you're the star of the show. Why don't we all get together? And with you, maybe we could get a little raise. Maybe the network, since, the show is such a hit and you being the star of the show, your influence would help us greatly, like they did on Friends, like white shows do. Remember that? Do you remember that? Because I do. And your response to me was, my deal is my deal and y'all's deal is y'all's deal. Well, karma must be a bitch, because now here you are. You've had a few flops. And there are those out there who really deserved a nod. And Idris Elba was one of them. Lord have mercy. Beast of No Nation was incredible. That man is an incredible actor. You are not. Maybe you didn't deserve a nomination. I didn't think, frankly, you deserved a Golden Globe nomination with that accent. But you got one. And just because the world don't go the way you want it to go, doesn't mean that you can go out and then you start asking people to stand up and sing, "We Shall Overcome" for you. You ain't Barack and Michelle Obama. And y'all need to get over yourselves. You have a huge production company that you only produce your friends, your family, and yourself. So you are a part of Hollywood. You are a part of the system that is unfair to other actors. So get real. Now, for those of you who say, Miss Hubert, here she go being bitter. Bitches, please. It's not about being bitter. It's about being right. Some of us got mortgages to pay. We got bills to pay. We got bigger shit to worry about than the Oscars. The only Oscar I care about right now is Oscar Mayer Wiener with mustard and relish. And on that note, Blacktress Janet Hubert signing off. Peace, baby.
As a collective body of black people, we are hypocrites. Jada Pinkett Smith is speaking truth to power and also speaking truth to black people. Oscar Micheaux was a black man that took his own money and started a publishing company, and he also started an independent film company because racist Europeans wouldn't allow him to direct films. Micheaux was very successful, producing over 40 independent films. So begging racist white Europeans to care about us, give back the resources that were stolen during slavery, or to allow black people into the Oscars, Grammys, or any other award show is a sign of weakness. Why are we complaining about being oppressed by racist Europeans and turning around begging these same racist Europeans to allow black people into every European-controlled entity? We often complain about black celebrities ascending the corporate and Hollywood ladder and never speaking out about black issues. Jada spoke out, and now we have a bad attitude with her because she didn't speak out like this prior to her husband Will Smith not being nominated. Every black person gets their racism, white supremacy wake-up call at different times. None of us came out of the womb speaking about black liberation. Yes, every black actor and actress should speak out about the issues that oppress black people, and we should hold them accountable when they don't speak out. Also, let's remember, Jada didn't have to speak out about how Hollywood locks black people out. She could have easily kept her mouth closed and went on about her life because her and Will have enough resources to liberate themselves from the oppressive hands of racist Europeans. The video that Janet Hubert, who is famously known for playing the character Aunt Viv from the TV show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the video that she posted was completely out of pocket. I understand Hubert asked Will Smith to petition the powers that be to pay the actors and actresses more money because he was the star of the show and he would have been listened to. Hubert's condescending tone towards Jada and her personal frustration with Will took away from a great point that she made, saying that black people should be able to sacrifice for the greater good so all of us can get the resources that we need. She was referring to the show Friends, where some of the actors and actresses kind of sacrifice for the greater good of everybody else. I think public disagreement is good for black people, but we have to keep in mind to keep it respectful, because we get enough name calling and disrespect and being talked to in a condescending way from racist Europeans daily, and we don't need that. I admire and respect Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and also Janet Hubert. Their accomplishments to the arts are greatly appreciated, but I end this audio presentation with this. There was a recent interview that I saw with Marlon Wayans. He was on the show called First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, and this subject came up about Jada Pinkett Smith and Spike Lee boycotting the Oscars and the Academy for not having enough black people, being nominated and winning awards. Marlon Wayans had a great take on it, and I like his points. He said that he understood Jada's position and other people's position, but he said it's now time for black people to start their own media companies and take over and be directors. You can be film producers, you can be black actors and actresses within a black-owned and black-operated company. Marlon made a couple of more great points where he said that black people, we're being hypocrites because we're criticizing these Europeans for not allowing black people to be nominated or win awards at the SAG Awards, the Grammys, the Oscars, or any other Academy Awards, when our black celebrities are not showing up at the Soul Train Awards, the BET Awards, the NAACP Image Awards, or the Hip Hop Awards, or any other award show that black people put on, which is true, and the black viewer does not watch our awards. I agree with Marlon where he's talking about the award shows that black people are complaining about. These award shows are European owned and European controlled, meaning they're going to put Europeans in to be nominated and also to win the award. What sense would it make to have a multiplicity of black people being nominated and winning a bunch of awards that are created for Europeans? It absolutely makes no sense. We are the only group of people that will complain and beg to be let into a society that we don't like and that continuously oppresses us. Also, when black people go to these European award shows, as far as being nominated and winning awards, guess what? They're not wearing African or black attire and shouting out a black designer, whether it's a dress, a suit, or some shoes. We go to these award shows shouting out Europeans as far as the fashion. So there's another whole segment that we can talk about. We are being rocked back to sleep by Europeans who do not want us in their environment, and also by our own black people. Take your skills and your money, get with like-minded people, and create your own businesses. That way you don't have to go begging people to treat you with a level of dignity. As always, I say this in love, and I do this.
Here, read the receipt, bitch, and tell me, you the manager, I want my money, I'm gonna get the floor and sit in this bitch, and it's gonna start with this in your ass. Motherfucker, I want...
Did you do anything to try to stop them?
I didn't do anything because I didn't know what was really going on. I was kind of scared, I ain't gonna lie.
Police say this gang assault happened.